costs, but will also help more people feel better in their daily lives, adding, "I can speak from personal experience," and he can. Mr. Clinton, who at one time was known for his love of fast food, switched to a plant-based diet following his heart attack back in 2004, says it helped him lose 20 pounds and get his heart health under control. As a diabetic, Mayor Adams, meantime, has credited his plant-based diet with saving his life. This year's Oscar nominations are out, and a big Netflix hit is leading the way.
Jane Campion's psychological Western drama, The Power of the Dog, really captivated Oscar voters.
Open up the cake, let him out.
The Netflix film scoring Campion a Best Director nomination, her second, the first woman to get two, and it packed the acting categories. The Best Actor nomination for Benedict Cumberbatch and supporting nods for Kirsten Dunst, Jesse Plemons, and Cody Smith-McPhee. The Power of the Dog also up for the big prize, Best Picture, and Dune up for Best Picture.
I'm having dreams.
It scored the second most Oscar nominations, 10, but didn't get a Best Director nod or a single acting nomination. Jason Nathanson, ABC News, for a 10-10 win.
It may have been the favorite for Marvel fans, but Spider-Man No Way Home didn't get a Best Picture nomination for this year's Oscars. Nope, it did get a nod, though, for Best Visual Effects. When's news time? 5:09.
Why does Walgreens offer copays as low as $0 and 90-day refills? Because we care about Medicare, so you don't have to. I mean, do you really care to hear me go on about same-day prescription delivery making your life easier? Or how there's a pharmacy expert available 24/7 and one-click refills? Well, I just did anyways. Fill your Medicare prescriptions with Walgreens and save.
$0 copays applied to Tier 1 generic drugs and select plans with Walgreens as a preferred. Restrictions apply. See Walgreens.com/Medicare for complete details.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit beefy, or even with type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Affordable term life insurance is out there. Call Term Provider and speak with Big Lou at 800-481-1458. 800-481-1458 or visit biglou.com. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too.
Now, this message, Riverside Memorial Chapel, for generations a symbol of Jewish tradition and uncompromising quality. When's news time? 5:10. Traffic and AccuWeather is just ahead.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
To learn more about our program and to donate, go to carsforkids.com. That's Cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll also get a vacation voucher and maximum tax deduction.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
We made it through a Tuesday, everybody. Now let's head for the house. West News Time 5:11 from your traffic center. Here is Greg Rice.
Now, right to what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels, and you need to know that the Jersey-bound outer bridge is a no-go. Now we got to break down to the right lane following earlier pothole repair work. So if you're on Staten Island trying to get back to Jersey, Goethals to the Turnpike, that's the way to do that instead. Westbound Staten Island Expressway is still clogged up from the Verrazano over to the MLK Expressway, but the earlier wreck in the right lane, that's all gone. City-bound side of the George is fine. There's nothing easy out. Lincoln Tunnel, it's about 10 minutes in. 45 out from 9th, a little better from 11th. Everything at the outbound Holland is a solid 45 minutes. Inbound Holland, 20 to 30 from the Skyway, better off of the Newark Bay. Queensbound RFK is a mess, and now we're getting word of a breakdown on the RFK Bridge. Bronxbound, knocking out at least one lane of the eastbound B2E western leg from Northern Boulevard over towards the RFK. That's just not moving. Westbound Cross Bronx right out of the Bruckner interchange. Bad accident. Has at least one lane still shut at the eastbound Bruckner near 149th Street. Stolen to center lane. Slow go for you from the RFK. Traffic is sponsored by Jackpocket. Jackpocket lets you play official state lottery games on your phone. Use code radio For a free Mega Millions or Powerball ticket, must be 18 or older to play. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY. Please visit pocket.com/TOS for full terms of service. I'm Greg Rice on 1010 Win.
Thank you, Gregory. Now your 1010 Winter AccuWeather 4-day forecast. Meteorologist Dave Bowers with this live report.
We're expecting a clearing trend here over the next several hours, and the wind to diminish. Running now, averaging about 20 miles an hour and gusting to 30, 31 degrees in town come daybreak. So with less wind tomorrow, high pressure will be overhead. It's actually a pretty nice day. Lots of sunshine. We bounce back into the mid-40s in the afternoon. And it stays pretty nice Thursday and Friday, upper 40s to near 50 with some sunshine both days. Saturday it's even milder, upper 50s, cloudy to partly sunny. But it ends that night as a cold front slips through. Sunday we'll be back down in the mid-30s for an afternoon temperature. Currently 37, mostly cloudy in Central Park. That northwest wind at 20 miles an hour. Repeating the current temperature 37 going down to 31 in Midtown. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Dave Bowers on New York's weather station 1010 Win.
Oh, what a grisly find at the site of an ancient burial ground across the pond in the UK.
Archaeologists working on the construction site of a new railroad line have uncovered more than 400 skeletons from a large Roman-era cemetery. About 40 of the bodies had been decapitated after death. In some cases, the head was placed between the legs. Were they criminals or outcasts, or were there loved ones among a minority in that age that seems to have decapitated their dead? For now, there are more questions than answers.
Wow, that's correspondent Vicki Barker. Well, the Pizza Awards are back, everybody. National Pizza Day, just in time. We'll have that story in just a moment. Stay with us. When's news time? 5:14.
Are you a police officer in the tri-state area interested in relocating and working in sunny South Florida? The Pembroke Pines Police Department is traveling to New York City to interview interested officers. They offer relocation reimbursement, an elevated salary relative to your experience, and offer sign-on certification bonuses as well. You must have an appointment to attend. Visit tpinesjobs.com. That's tpinesjobs.com. That's tpinesjobs.com. Pembroke Pines is an equal opportunity employer.
So I just picked out the perfect ring, and that night, my girlfriend started seeing ads for wedding dresses. I haven't even popped the question yet. Why is she seeing ads for things based on what I'm looking at online? I downloaded the DuckDuckGo app, and I stopped getting creepy ads right away.
DuckDuckGo is the easy button for privacy. With one simple download, you can search, browse, and email privately. Take back your privacy online for free with DuckDuckGo. Privacy simplified.
When's news time? 5:15. If you Google Carnegie Pizza in Times Square recently, it looks like you are far from alone.
For the double cheese and sausage. Here it is.
We don't know if old Jeff there was among them, but just in time for National Pizza Day, Google is out with a list of the most searched pizza spots. Carnegie came out on top, both for the city and nationwide. Look at that. Other city pizzerias also making those lists include Ruby Rusta Pizza and Ristorante on Mulberry Street, French Street Pizza, everybody's favorite Bleecker Street Pizza, Joe's Pizza on 8th Avenue. Zach Newman, one of the producers here, goes, "It's Papa John's." What is he now? They don't have brick-and-mortar stores anymore, but that doesn't mean you have to go online to get your Godiva chocolate fix for Valentine's Day. The premium candy maker opening up pop-ups now. Today in Herald Square, tomorrow in Flatiron, near 5th Avenue and 23rd Street. Angela Potopoulos is Godiva's global head of brand communications.
In celebration of Valentine's Day and to actually continue our 95th anniversary celebration, today in Herald Square, we unveiled a larger-than-life, over 20-foot iconic gold balatin. And it's really a fun activation. Consumers can come out, you can take pictures, really enjoy the atmosphere. And the best part is we're actually giving out complimentary gold collection chocolate to all of our beloved consumers.
You can get more details on the pop-up locations on Godiva's Instagram page. Chocolate. Love it. When's news time? 5:17. Back in a moment.
Pope Francis tells us that to change the world, we must be good to those who can't repay us. Cardinal Timothy Dolan here, and in this Archdiocese of New York, a radiant example of how we are changing the worlds of our beloved seniors is the work of our Catholic healthcare system, ArchCare. ArchCare helps thousands of people of all faiths stay healthy and safe while they continue to live in their own homes or with their families for as long as possible. Now there's top quality medical care, home assistance, in-home rehab, even meals, transportation, and of course, care for the soul. And thanks to Arch Care Social Day Centers, family caregivers can go to work knowing that their fragile elders will be safe and well cared for during the day. Now, these are just some of the ways that Arch Care is changing our seniors' worlds for the better. Learn more at archcare.org. That's archcare.org.
Arch Care. Healthcare that cares.
I'm Lee Harris with Stock and Tech. Can't get enough of Wordle? There are several free alternatives to the wildly popular online puzzle. One copycat app is WordE, spelled W-O-R-D-I-E. Another is called WordUs. If you're looking for something a little more challenging, there's Absurdle. It describes itself as an adversarial version of Wordle and even changes the word you're trying to guess. Then there's Loodle, as the name suggests. It's filled with words the FCC would fine us for saying. If you ever miss the daily Wordle puzzle, do a search for the Wordle Archive, which has every puzzle from day one. The New York Times, which recently paid over $1 million for Wordle, says it will remain free to new and existing users. Talk and Tech, I'm Lee Harris, and for more, click on podcasts at 1010wins.com.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you 24/7, with supplies and solutions for every industry, and access to product specialists ready to help. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This tax filing season could be one for the record books. There are thousands of dollars worth of new tax credits on the table, and Jackson Hewitt will help make sure you get every one you deserve. Tax credits for being a parent, taking care of a parent, taking classes, and so much more. Don't leave thousands on the table. Jackson Hewitt will make sure you get credit for all you do, and get your biggest refund guaranteed. Learn more and find your nearest location at jacksonhewitt.com.
All of the news coverage, none of the news bias. We are 1010 Wins.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Wins. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Cloudy skies and 37 degrees here at 520. I'm Larry Mullins, and here's what's happening. Outdoor dining, will it become a permanent thing in New York now? It's possible if they can work out the bugs, the parking, the blocking of fire hydrants, sidewalk space, etc. There's a big conversation going on about it. Inmates at Rikers will get to see family and friends again. You know, they cut that out back in around Christmas due to the variant, but they're allowing visitors in. The city says it'll go a long way helping inmates stay connected to their family. Just a matter of time before we saw this, a lawsuit now connected to that huge fire at a high-rise in the Bronx which killed all of those poor people. It names the building owner and the management company. An 80-year-old woman given prison time for stealing thousands from an elementary school where she worked. We're talking almost $1 million here. By the way, she's a nun. And not to be left out of the Oscars, Beyonce scoring her first Oscar nomination for King Richard, not as an actress, but for the original song that went along with it. 1010 was active weather tonight, clear, brisk, and cold. Looking for a low of 31 degrees tonight. Wednesday noon time, 521. From the traffic center, here again is Greg Wright.
Now, right back to Staten Island and trying to get off and into Jersey. The outer bridge knocked away. You got a breakdown blocking the right of only 2 lanes. So if you're on the Staten Island Expressway trying to get to Jersey anyway, Goethals Turnpike combo, you take that south and you do much better than the south and west shore to the Jersey-bound outer bridge. Now, here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels, the rest of them at least. City-bound side of the George Washington Bridge, good go to the upper and lowers. There's nothing great getting out. Looking at the Lincoln Tunnel, it's about 15 minutes in, 30 to 45 out worse if it's off at night. Everything 20 to 30 at the outbound Holland, 20 in from the Skyway, better off of the New Jersey Turnpike. The Queens-bound RFK is a mess. The Bronx-bound Whitestone Expressway slow getting to the Bronx-bound Whitestone Bridge. And now in Queens, westbound Long Island Expressway right after the Grand Central and Junction Boulevard. You got an accident blocking 2 right lanes, making a bad ride worse all the way on back towards the area of the Clearview Expressway. Long Island Expressway eastbound side, it is just abysmal right now from before 110 from right around Round Swamp Road all the way towards the Sac to Coast with a wreck. If you're not in the truck, go to the Northern State instead. Eastbound, it's a whole lot better. Traffic is sponsored by Security Dodge. I'm Greg Rice on 1010 Wins.
Hey New York, this is Michelle Scalisi from Security Dodge, and we have the inventory just for you. Are you looking at an all-new Ram 1500, a Big Hornet Larry, or even a TRX?
Okay, come get some.
Hey, Wynn's family, so how do you feel about sitting outside the road eating dinner? Permanent dining out, that is. There's a big meeting going on to the idea of making those temporary outdoor eating areas permanent. But powers that be have to get together on how to do it without screwing up the traffic and blocking fire hydrants and that sort of thing. Julia Papa tonight with the dilemma.
Council member Eric Botcher had DOT Commissioner Udanis Rodriguez on the hot seat. Botcher's staff surveyed restaurants in his district, and he says 93% of the outdoor dining sheds violate DOT rules. Some minor, but some serious, like blocking fire hydrants.
But Commissioner, what do you have to say to my constituents that really don't have faith in the DOT to really enforce current future rules when you haven't been able to enforce the current rules?
Rodriguez says he'll come to Botcher's district for a first-hand look.
And I want you to, take my time, walk in your district.
The city wants a permanent outdoor dining program to take effect in 2023. Juliet Papa, 1010 Wins News.
Mayor Adams issued a statement late today saying the administration is laser focused on an equitable recovery for the city, and helping local restaurants stay open is critical to that. So he's okay with that. Inmates at Rikers Island can get visits from friends and relatives again, starting up tomorrow. They've been suspended since just before Christmas in the middle of the Omicron thing. In announcing the move, City Corrections Commissioner Louis Molina said in-person visits will keep those in custody connected to their folks and communities while contributing to their emotional well-being, both of which Molina says keeps jailers safe, everybody safe, and more humane. Up to the Bronx, lawsuit now filed in connection with that huge, tragic high-rise fire.
National Civil Rights Attorney Ben Crump is so far suing the building's owner and management company after last month's fire in the Bronx that killed 17 people, including 8 kids.
Many of them still are dealing with family members that are in ICU to this day. Many of them are still displaced. They are homeless.
He says the building lacks safety violations and also said if it was a building with predominantly white people, something would have already been done.
That's correspondent Matt Piper. The lawsuit will take aim at the building's owner and the management company there, both of which Crump says had a duty to keep residents safe by following proper fire safety rules. There has been no comment yet from either. On this next one, we thought Giselle, Tom Brady's wife, settled this thing. Well, he announced his retirement last week, and just days later, says here, he's already leaving the door open for a possible comeback.
I'm just going to take things as they come. I think that's the best way to put it. And I don't think anything never, you never say never. And, at the same time, I know that I feel very good about my decision. So.
Brady made the comments on his own podcast called Let's Go. But he didn't say if he'd be as open to a return to the NFL if the only teams needing a quarterback were the Giants and the Jets, and Walter Geist wrote that. He did make it clear, though, that he has no plans right now to reverse course on his retirement. Thank you, Walter. Love you. Wins News Time 526, and now Bloomberg Money Watch on 1010 Wins. Here's Andrew Oj.
General Motors and Ford are starting to play hardball with their own dealer networks. Dow Jones says the automakers are telling the dealers to stop selling cars and trucks above sticker price, or they'll be sent fewer vehicles to sell in the future. Edmunds.com says 82% of new cars and trucks sold last month were sold above sticker. In an ever more competitive job market, it's getting tougher for many employers to hold on to their workers. Apple is trying to stay ahead of that problem with a plan to significantly increase benefits for U.S. Apple Store employees. Starting April 4th, workers will get more vacation days and double the number of sick days, and parental leave will be extended to